So something that I want to prompt to you guys is be honest with yourselves. What is a mindset that you think you're deficient or lacking in that area and that you want to improve? Like you're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I think I need to be like I need to follow the 100% accountable mindset. I need to I need to focus better at school. I need to take my notes because I know that if I don't, that's going to have a repercussion in my grades. But I think I'm lacking in that area. And by recognizing a problem or recognizing something that's not going the way it should be, you can fix it way easier. So how about you guys?
I was just gonna say, I feel like me personally, I feel like I definitely lack in the like live to give mindset in the way that I want to. But I feel like it's always been like something that's like really been important to me, like giving back to everyone who's helped me and just like in general. But I feel like I've always envisioned it for myself as something that like I'll do like in the future. Like when I'm like good on everything else, then I'll like, give back in all the ways that I want to with my community. And really going to the summit really helped me realize like, wow, like everybody here, like, I don't know, everybody at the summit was just like so amazing. And seeing everybody with like their businesses and how they give back in their own communities was like really, really amazing. And I'm graduated now, but when I had gone to the summit and the whole way, like, that I know about the summit and the seven mindsets was through my high school and through Coach Armour, but I'm not there anymore. So it's like trying to figure out what I can do for myself now that I don't have like that crutch has been kind of difficult. And I work a lot. And I'm like I just said, I'm in college now, but um, I've been just kind of like struggling trying to balance and still trying to add in that portion of my life. So that's definitely something that I can improve on. I'm just trying to figure out what to do and how to balance the two.
Thank you for saying that, Taylor. For real, I remember after graduating, I'm blowing my hand, and like I was like, oh, this is a whole new phase of life. I'm not around all the same folks or having all the questions or interacting the conversations that I was having that was keeping me engaged in the mindsets. And when you hit college, that's a different level. You got to adapt for real, and trying to think about how do I incorporate still being at still being able to give into that. And so for me, that was through finding organizations that interested me, but not only interested me, they were kind of aligned with what I wanted to hone and develop while I was in my collegiate years. And so, like for one thing specifically, I had my camera on campus and I wanted to continue to build my proficiency in photography, film, all those types of things. And so there's one organization, it was a branch of Special Olympics, Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's called Project Unify. And so I was like, hey, like this is a cause. This is something that's important to me, that's close to me. And so I recognized one, they needed somebody to document their events. Like they were holding events with students, high school students and college students and getting them together, given the opportunity. I was like, boom, this is a way to one, just continue to serve and then continue to do something that I love. So whether that's with an organization or even thinking about like I appreciate what my college because they gave us opportunities to really like speak and say like, hey, let's contribute this, let's add that, let's do that. And like even just asking professors, can this be something like this talk be something that we go to that'll allow us to like be in discourse and dialogue with other folks to like build our service and just like our understanding for other people's perspectives or just like maybe thinking about how does service tie into some coursework that you're doing and just like even just pitching it to say, hey, can we incorporate this into like a project or something? Just like leave no stone unturned. But you if you're thinking about it, you on the right track. So yeah, keep going. I'm a popcorn it over to our Mama do saying. Let's get it.
Me personally, I'm lacking the time is now mindset because I'm so worried about my college applications. I'm worried about making sure that my wrestling team is good. I'm worried about my bad, I'm a little sick right now. I'm worried about just all these things that's not nowhere near close to coming up right now when whole time I still have a whole football season to worry about. I still have my classes that I have right now to worry about. And it's like I'm so stuck keeping my head in the future when I keep forgetting like I gotta worry about what's going on in front of me. Like I gotta take it one step at a time and keep building myself so that I can do better right now so that I can prepare for the future. Because if I'm too stuck worrying about the future, I won't even have time to even prep for it, which is just gonna create a building block of failure.
Okay. So the mindset that I lack sometimes is also the time is now, because I can procrastinate a lot sometimes, and that is just very frustrating for me. And I struggle constantly with like not focusing on one thing at the same time, So like my brain is everywhere, and that kind of that blocks me from focusing on what really matters in the moment. And I keep postergating like everything to like the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. And that is sometimes very stressful because I end up doing nothing like on time sometimes. And I don't know, I think I have to be better at that one. Although I embrace every moment, I am a very adventurous person. Sometimes wanting to be on everything can be overwhelming, and that kind of like takes away my attention from a single specific thing. So yeah, I think the time is now is the mindset that I gotta work on. And it's the one that I think I practice the most so I can get better at it.
Hey everyone. First of all, it's so great to hear from you, all of you guys. I just wanted to add that sorry, that it could also be hard and like with mindsets with someone even like me who's been to the summit many times. I can't even count the amount of times I've been at the summit. I don't know how many times I've been a summit guide. I've been a lead summit guide a lot of times too. And lately I've been really struggling with my mindset period, I think. I'm not going to pinpoint any exact one, but daylight savings is happening this Sunday. It's going to be dark when I get to work. It's going to be dark when I commute back. It's an hour 20 minutes into work. I'm completely dreading it. My manager left. The director is losing her mind. And there's a lot of things happening around me that are like quite chaotic, a lot of chaos, not a lot of peace. And that's where I've been struggling a little bit. But I try to do things that make me happy. I try to get out, see my friends, see my family, and I know that that's what makes me happy. And also, like, I was really, I'm so glad I came into this Zoom meeting, because I've been looking forward to it all week. And I had it in my calendar and everything, and I knew that if I made time for it and I came in to see all of you guys' beautiful faces, to hear you guys speaking, it would make me feel better. So it's like taking those steps to kind of go and put yourself in situations that like uplift you and make you feel more positive. And as just to surround yourself around positive, like-minded people. And that's what's been helping me a lot. And it is like a conscious decision to constantly do that. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys for coming. Thank you for uplifting my mood today. It's been one hell of a few months. It's gonna be even harder winter with the darkness outside and the rain and the clouds. You guys know where I live. It's not very sunshine and rain. It's constant just rain. But I make that conscious decision to do things that do make me happy, and this is one of them. And I'm so glad you guys are all doing well and challenging yourselves and talking about college and this and that. It's really made me feel better. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, Khulud, like I'm getting even like a little emotional, with your words. But oh my, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, I know that everybody thinks that I'm like, proper adult, Khalid, lead summit guide, but I get like this too, guys. I constantly challenge myself to change my mindset and say, you know what, Khalid, you've been down for too long. Do something that makes you happy. Remind yourself why you need to keep going. What encourages you to do better, to grow. And it's gonna keep coming. You guys are young, but even as adults, it's gonna be like that, and you have to keep pushing. So yeah, a little bit of.
Oh, thank you for the kind words, Khulud. We love you. We love you.
Hey everyone. So, what I'm also struggling with, as Anna and Mamadou said, is the time is now. Since right now I'm also doing my high school application, I'm doing my exams, and I also have work from school. And right now I'm actually studying abroad. So basically, in my new school, they have exams like GCSEs in the UK. which they take into account for mostly the whole year's grades. And it's very stressful for me to think about that and also about my high school application and also taking tutorings towards my exam for high school since I also want to apply for academic scholarship. So basically, I just want to remind everyone that it's important to know that even though you think you have a lot of things to do and you feel like you should leave them for next day and just procrastinate on them, it's important to know that even though you do small things each day, those can lead you to getting to big goals. And it's important to remember that yourself, what kind of person you want to be, what's your identity and the habits that you want to build to actually get to all of your goals. And it's kind of been a bit stressful for me these weeks because I'm also right now on half-term vacations. I'm also having to do a lot of stuff outside I don't have a lot of time to do tutorings and study for my exams. So it's kind of stressful because I start to think that I'm not going to do well in my exams. But I know that if I give some time in the mornings or in the afternoons when I have free time in the hotel, I'm gonna still build up a bit of progress towards my goal and achieving a good grade in my exams.